Professor Zavisir Rume kun International University Nagaland laga director ase aru Professor Priya Ranjan Trivedi Pro Chancellor pa aji kitab ekta Advent of Christianity in Nagaland from Tradition Transformation launch kridishe. Launching program do International University Nagaland tumu kedima parlushe IB report ekta sab.
This book is one of such effort, I must say, to go into it. Since today's occasion is related to this particular book, I would like to make little mention about what I have observed by going to this book. I may be wrong in getting to know what he has written, because it was just glancing through and trying to observe what he has really written. But then again, my short speech or remark will be confined to this observation and my observation on this particular book, which is a must for all the people, not only of Nagaland, but also people who are really a lover of knowledge, especially on Naga issues. He had mentioned in the beginning of the book, the American Baptist Mission Union, ABMO, first established mission station in Naga Hills with the coming of Reverend Dr. Edward Winter Clark, E.W. Clark, in 1872. He, with his assistant of Mr. Gudula Brown, established the first mission center at Molongkimu, and prior to that, Reverend Mill Bronson in 1843 established center through Namsang missions at Kunyak area, Nukti Kunyak, which is now in Arunachal Pradesh. But due to unfavorable environment, like hostile climate, like malaria, diarrhea in the thick jungle, lack of communication, etc., that mission had failed. The entry has not been very smooth, but full of challenging critical situation of native hostility, suspicion, ostracism, language barrier, and so on. However, the missionaries were absolutely determined to spread the good news as mentioned in the Bible, Matthew chapter 28, 19 to 20. Go forth and make disciples of all nations. That was the theme of the missionary coming into the very unreached place like Naga Hills, Naga people. Through Reverend Mills Bronson, whose short sojourn in Naga area, Nukti Kunyak, Namsang area, for a period of only 4 years, had also contributed significantly, especially in education, health care, language development by introducing Roman alphabet, transcribing the oral tradition into written form.
Today we are here celebrating the book release of Professor Dr. Priyaranjan Trivedi and Professor Dr. Zavise Rume, entitled Advent of Christianity in Nagaland. As we celebrate this book release, it shows to us that this university is experiencing a mercurial or intellectual rise in the rise in the intellectual mercury, meaning to say that when you publish a book, when you write an article, when you write in the newspapers with scholarly quality, it shows that you are reading, you are having a research mentality, and when the professors publish and produce books, even the students will profit from them. And so this is a sure sign of the growth of the institution. Going through the table of contents, I see that the book presents the condition of the Naga society with its cultural beliefs before the advent of Christianity, and what led to the evangelization of the Naga society, especially with the global missionary movement call from Europe and the Americas, and the connections between the global missions and Northeast India. As you know, along with religion, the Christian missionaries brought education. So in chapter 4, we will find the book presents in detail the journey of Reverend Miles Bronson and early Baptist efforts in Nagaland, Reverend Edwin W. Clark and the Sumi tribe, etc. It also discusses the challenges faced by the early missionaries in Nagaland. As I go through the book, it brings to my mind the mission of Jesus Christ. In Luke chapter 4, verse 18, you will find, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives, sight to the blind, and to let the oppressed go free." Education, medical healing, and spiritual enrichment. And so, the book also presents to the readers how Christianity has tried to bring about the development and progress in the society through the establishment of educational institutions, care of the society through medical dispensaries and hospitals, bringing healing irrespective of tribe, race, caste, or color.
It's a simple problem, it's a tiny problem. When we pastors preach in the church, especially when we preach homily on Sundays, there is a tendency among the people to sleep, and some people do sleep in the church. So one day, one father was preaching in the church, and he is very particular that everyone should listen to his homily. He found one naughty boy, mischievous boy, sleeping, and this father wanted to play a trick on that boy, and so he said, "All those who want to go to hell, stand up." Hell, no, heaven and hell. This boy who was sleeping heard only the last word, stand up. He thought father was asking him to stand up, so he stood up. Then everyone laughed at him. But this boy, like the boys of today, he was very shrewd and very cunning. He told father, "I don't know why I am standing, but you and me are standing." Father also wanted to go to hell. Okay. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the people who behind this book and bringing out this book, especially Professor Dr. Priyaranjan Trivedi and Professor Dr. Sabise Rume. It's not joke. I think they have done a tremendous job in getting this book done, and they deserve, a good applause. Let's give them a big round of applause. When I look at this book titled Advent of Christianity in Nagaland, personally it appears to me Advent of Faith come Transformation in Nagaland. I have seen with my own eyes transformation here. It's my 40th year in this state. Now, when we talk about faith, book of Hebrews in the Bible, book of Hebrews, chapter 11 tells us very obviously what is faith. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, and faith is the conviction of things we have not seen. And the best example for faith, I can tell you through a small, simple story. Many years ago, there was a village in northern part of India, and this village once had a problem, shortage of water. So, all villagers approached the village headman and complained to him. He is the father of the village. He said, we have no water. Everything is dying, our crops, animals, and we are struggling. The village man just thought for a while, and he said, we shall pray for rain. And therefore he fixed a date for the prayer and asked everyone to come to the public ground. And then asked for the date. All came to the public ground, but there was one small boy who also came to the ground with umbrella. Nobody else brought umbrella. This one boy brought umbrella because he had a deep rooted faith that if we pray, it would rain. And it did rain. This is what exactly we need to have. When we all have faith, we are all Christian, most of us are Christian, we all have faith. But the question today is, what is the intensity of faith? And what transformation do I bring through my personal faith?
Are you looking for an eco-friendly school with well-equipped teachers, good structure, good library, free development skills, and not just that, a school with good sports facilities? I have the right school for you.
Cornerstone High Secondary School, located in Duncan Basti, Dimapur, is an eco-friendly school that provides several facilities and opportunities for the holistic growth of their students. Its campus's facilities and services includes building, hostel, library, laboratory, canteen, games and sports, etc. The school has also announced a special offer for the scholastic year of 2026.